loud. Hey! Okay, happy Monday, July 5th. Tomorrow is a super exciting day because it is the launch of 645 for the first wave of VIP access. The second wave will come through on July 19th, but we'll get to all that. So today I really just want to dive into why this program is so rad and why I personally want it in my BOD library now and not in 6 months. So it's called 645. The trainer's name is Amwala Caesar. If anyone has done 6 weeks of the work or 4 weeks of the prep, those are his other 2 programs in the BOD library. I love 6 weeks of the work. Oh my goodness. That's one of my top 3 favorites. But that one is super intense. It's meant to be for people who are already super athletic. You have to be able to do push-ups and like overhead presses and anyway, all those things. But the biggest thing that he's talking about with this is don't feel like it's at that level. This program, it's labeled as intermediate, but there's a modifier. And so you're able to take it down to a beginner stage if that's where you're at. So it's very customizable, which I love. I love programs that are all inclusive. We asked him on a team call just a couple weeks ago, like, who is this geared for? And he said, everyone. This is geared for everyone. And I'm going to tell you why. In the call, he mentioned just different ways that we sit, different ways that we position our body. Like me sitting on the couch, I'm kind of slouched over right now. So like, I'm going to straighten up a little bit. Okay. But when you're slouched over, he had this little rope that he used that he's like, when you're slouched, it's pulling this muscle and this one's underactive because it's kind of just sitting here while this one's doing all the stretching. And so he's teaching us how to engage and activate all of the muscles so that it's been on both ends. He's like, think of when you look down at your computer or when you look down at your phone, or if you sit kind of crooked in the car, or if you hold a baby on your hip, if you have a golf swing or any other kind of sport, chances are you've got some muscles that are underactive. And so he's going to teach us how to activate all of them. And that's really going to strengthen our posture, strengthen our core, strengthen all the muscles as a whole. Yes, all the goodness. So that is his main focus of this program, is to feel good, look good, reach your goals in 13 weeks. Am I frozen? You guys are all frozen. Somebody send me a thumbs up if I'm still good. It's a 13-week program, which is a commitment, but one that I personally welcome. He mentions how since we're learning all of these new muscle skills, like how a baby learns to walk or even like hold up their head, it takes a couple months, right, for them to really learn how to engage and get the stability on that. He's like, we're no different as adults. Sometimes it takes a few months to get there. And that's why it is the length that it is, because it's going to take us some time. He's doing it all in 4 stages. There's 4 stages to these 13 weeks. I think there's 2, 2, 2. Maybe it's 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12. And then the 13th step is like an all out. That's what it is. So each stage, if you're not ready to progress to the next one, you just stay right there. Just like some kids walk when they're 9 months old, others are 12, others are 13 months, 15 months old. We all walked at different stages and we might all progress in this program in different stages. So it's very customizable in that as well, that if you need to stay and repeat the stage 1 or the stage 2 or 3 or 4, that's totally fine. It's customizable to what you personally need and your body. So I super love that. I'm going to go over what each of the days of the week are for this program because he gave us a full breakdown. So Mondays, well, first of all, every single day is full body day. There is no just leg day. There's no just arm day. Because he's like, think of when you pick something up, like, okay, oh, cool, bicep day. He's like, when you pick something up, you use your core, you use your legs. So even upper body day, we're using all of it. So every day, even though there's like a main focus, every day is full body day. So Mondays, even though it's listed as lower body day, he said that's really going to be going over like the how-tos, the correcting your form, getting your good squats, getting your good posture when you do your sumos or your lunges, making sure your knees are tracking in line. It's really going to be going over everything on Mondays. Tuesday is power day, which I love that. Bring that on. He said we're going to be going over contact and force. Wednesdays are mobility, flexibility, and stability. So it's going to be kind of a cool down day, but definitely still active. That's going to be going over making sure all of your movements are fluid and as they should be. This whole thing is no injury. Let's do this correct. Let's do it right from day one all the way through to day, how many is 13 weeks? 90 something. Thursdays is upper body day, but again, full body as well. Friday is accessory day. I love that word. He said, so that'll be like your little extras. That's your hip flexors, that's your ankles, that's your shoulders, all the little things that are still super important to strengthen and work on and use correctly, but that you don't always hit when you're working on just a main focus. Saturday, he said, make sure you wear your sweatband, headband, pull up your hair, grab some buckets to catch all the sweat that's going to be falling. It's 5 minutes of cardio. Ooh, I skipped. So with Friday, with the accessory day, he said the words, what is it? Animal flow. He said, we're going to be using a lot of animal flow. So think of like crab walking, scorpion, the bear, triple bear, stuff like that. That will be the animal day, very primal kind of movement, but that are super important, and just our bodies know how to do those things because we are primal beings. Okay, so then Saturday is the cardio, mega cardio, heart rate, all the sweat, love it. And then Sunday is the day off. That is a day where there's nothing. So Wednesday and Saturday are kind of going to be the more down days, with tons of it in between. Every single workout is 45 minutes. Which I love because I love a solid workout. And I love that so many people are doing 75 hard and you need a 45-minute workout. Well, guess what? There's a clock in his gym that we're for the program that it goes for an exact 45 minutes. We are always working out for 45 minutes. So I love that. Every single day always has between an 8 to 12 minute warm up, but it's an active warm up. So don't feel like you have to be standing there going like this for 10 minutes if that's just killing your insides to think about. No, it's an active warm up to really, really warm the muscles and get them ready to go all out during the next or the remaining 45 minutes. He did mention that this program has no language. Again, if you guys have done his workouts, 4 weeks of the prep or 6 weeks of the work, part of the program is that he did use language. There's an edited version, which I love and use in my home because I got littles and my ears don't enjoy that either. That they've cleaned up and it completely takes out the swear words. But he said in this program, there's none of that. That's not what this is about. And there's no language, just to plug that in there. Okay, so for equipment that you're gonna need for this program, dumbbells and power loops. It's just that simple. The power bands are going to come in your kit, in your VIP pack. It's gonna come included in there. There's a light version and there's a heavy band. So there's 2 bands that'll come in there, and he'll show us how to use them and why they're so great. It's different than the little tiny stretchy rubbery ones that we've used. If you notice on every single program that uses the little bands, they're like, check for tears, check for, any mishaps, because you don't want that to like, that would hurt. That's not good. Wednesday was mobility, flexibility, and stability, Brenda. So yes, the power bands are thicker. They're way thicker. They're made of like a cloth instead of a rubber. And so they stay wide on your thighs. They don't roll and scrunch up when you're trying to use them. I know that's always bugged me when I've used them around like my legs and knees and stuff. They're softer against your skin, and they're not going to slip or slide down when you're using them. They're going to stay wherever on your leg he asks you to put them. And he has multi-purposes for them. Like he showed us that you can put them around your arms and use it for a push-up when you, like, if you're too not sure about like where to put your arms for a push-up, you can put it around your arms and use it for like correct push-up form. And anyway, he's got all kinds of tips and tricks that he'll show us throughout the program of other ways to use these power bands. So I'm super pumped for him. For dumbbells, he's like, nobody freak out about the dumbbells, because everyone's like, you need all the dumbbells. Everyone has to have like 50 sets, otherwise they're not gonna be able to do it. He said, no, really, for women, his suggestion was for the average weight that a woman would lift He said, if you just had a 5, a 15, and a 30 pound set of dumbbells, you would be fine. That would be your light, your medium, and your heavy. Now, you know yourself best. If you're not quite there yet, you know, maybe 5, 10, and 25 kind of thing. But don't feel like you have to have every single number all the way up to 60 pounds to be able to do this program, because that's a big investment. And while it's totally worth it, that's not necessary. So for women, he suggested 5, 15, and 30s. And he actually didn't give a suggestion for the men. I think on another call, he mentioned going up to at least 45 or 50 pounds if you're a guy who's been lifting pretty consistently. So even if you just had 3 sets, light, medium, and heavy, you'd be just fine. Everything else in between is total bonus. He also talked about supplements that he really would suggest and highly recommend while doing this specific program. His whole goal is to get you at top performance, peak of your fitness and health journey. And he said supplements help do that. So he recommended 4 of them. First one is Energize, or as he calls it, Hustle Juice. I kind of dig that. I call it my pixie dust because it's just magical in the morning. That's the pre-workout. He also recommended Recover because it's got your BCAAs, it's got your amino acids. When you're building muscles, it gives you tiny little micro tears in your muscles, and that's what, when they build back up, that's what strengthens them, and you get bigger muscles. So it's got that in there that helps repair that. He said Recharge is also really good. If you don't have the Recover, Recharge is really good. Recharge is one that you take in the evening, right before bed, and that is the same thing, all those amino acids to repair all those micro muscle tears. And then the 4th one he recommended was Shakeology. And hang on, I wrote down what he called. He said his words were he loves Shakeology because he drinks it at night, and every single morning he has a smooth transaction, and it just was like the best thing of his life that every morning he'd wake up and have a smooth transaction, aka he poops every day and he loves it. Anyway, I was just dying. But it helps so much with your bowel. It helps so much to clear out everything your body doesn't need anymore. If not, it just holds on to it. Obviously Shakeology has tons and tons of benefits, but that was the one thing that he really touched on, was that it's so good for your gut health and just to keep you regular, and how important that is in your health and fitness and just feeling good. The other thing that I really love about this, so with it being in 4 stages, it does progress every single stage. And then the final week, he's like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but the final week will be like 6 weeks of the work, top of your game, highest level. By that point, he's been working with you for 12 weeks. And so, I mean, if you are ready to go out, then go for it. If not, you repeat that stage. But with it progressing every single stage, his idea of that is that you're not feeling defeated. You're not feeling like, this is beyond me. I'm just out of breath. I'm so sore. I can't move. I cannot function. I feel awful because everything is so tense and tight. The reason that he's progressing through these stages is to avoid that completely. There will be some soreness, there will be some muscle gains, and that comes with a little bit of fatigue, but you should never feel defeated. And that is the point of doing these 4 stages, progressing as you go. Let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about with that. Okay. So let's talk about how to get access to this thing, because I definitely want this in my life. If you are a coach, now you don't have to be actively coaching, but if you have the coach discount, the VIP discount, then you get access to this tomorrow, July 6th. It is available to you. I will be waking up bright and early to get my access. And completion packs are $130. Let me pull up my little graphic. And it comes with all of your stuff for the nutrition programs. Comes with your first 30 days of Nutrition Plus, and the containers, and the tracker notebook, and then early quick start nutrition guide. It comes with both of those power loops we talked about, and you get to pick which supplement. It can either come with Shakeology, or it can come with the pre and post workout. That's for $130. Now, if you want both of them, which is what I personally go for, then that's $190 to get all of that plus Shakeology and the pre and post workout. So you don't have to pick, you can get them both. So that one's $190. And the coolest part that they're doing with this, they're doing a promo, like a a reward system. So everybody who purchases it, okay, and then sorry, I'm super excited about this $45 thing. Hang on, we'll get to that in a second. For customers, if you do not want the coach discount, you don't have any interest in it, you're here as a customer and would prefer to stay that way, then your VIP wave will start on July 19th. So just a couple weeks later, and you get all the same things. Your completion packs are $140 for the Shakeology and for the performance stack. If you want both of them together, then that one is $200. And you guys are just a couple weeks behind us. With that, whether you buy as coach or customer, doesn't matter. Anybody who purchases this program between July 6th and August 31st, coach, customer, discount, does not matter. July 6th and August 31st, you have to purchase in that window. And you are part of a BOD group, an active BOD group, which we have tons of those. If you're not enrolled in a BOD group, please talk to your coach if that's not me, because they're fantastic and they are the secret sauce to this business. So for sure, get involved in that. You have to have an ongoing subscription to either the pre and post workout or the Shakeology, which in that case, please just get yourself the discount because it is so worth it and will save you like 20 to 30 bucks every single month, if not more, depending on what you get. And the other criteria is that you submit your results to the Beachbody Challenge. You do all of that. They're not only going to send you a free t-shirt for $645 because you completed the program and sent in your results. They're also going to send you $45 as a thank you and a congratulations and a reward for completing the programs and for submitting your results and sharing what you love with them. So, okay, say you already have a BOD subscription and so you're getting a completion pack, okay? So that's $130, but then later, 13 weeks later, you get $45 back. That's cheaper than you can even just buy the product for. And you got Power Loops out of it, and you got a free shirt out of it, and you just submitted your results, which means you're entered in the contest to win money. I'm sorry, where's the downside to this? I'm so pumped. They have never done this before. This is a first $45 reward thing. This is groundbreaking. So how cool do we get to be part of this? With that $645 shirt, it's a shirt or a tank. You get to decide, totally up to you. So yes, please get involved in this. If this is something you want to do, don't wait beyond that August 31st window because that will miss the $45 reward. And I know Bryn is doing a Marco Polo group for all of us who are starting brand new. I believe she's starting it first week of August. Does anybody know? Give me heads or thumbs. Yes, Brenda's saying yes. Okay. First week of August, we're all going to be starting this. So that gives, whether you're going through the first VIP window, which is tomorrow, or the second VIP window, which starts July 19th, everybody will be able to get their packs in by then with the Power Loops to get started. The first week of August, we're going to do a Marco Polo thread, and it'll just be a place that we can say, oh my gosh, that was so hard, or did you love that so much, or I think I need to start over on stage 1. What do you guys think? Or Amala is just a beast, or did you see that thing in the back, or did you guys catch that funny whatever today, the blooper, all the extra stuff. It's just kind of a fun way for us to chat and communicate and connect and build this program together. I love it. So be sure to get your pack when your window opens if you want to be in and starting that Marco Polo group with us. Okay. All right. I know we've got a few coaches on here. Does anyone else have anything else to add about 645 before we stop the recording? All set? Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. So pumped for everyone who's going to join us. I cannot wait for this program. Amwala is awesome. The sample workout is out already. So if you haven't got your hands on that, talk to your coach as well on how to find that. And everybody have a fabulous day. I'll catch you all in the Marco Polo thread for 645.